Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent, Libre. So if you'd like to know what I think about this fragrance, then keep watching. As always, for transparency purposes, I like to let you guys know where I got a bottle, and I did purchase this scent. So this was not sent to me to review. This is a bottle I purchased with my own money, and I fell in love with it. But I'm going to get a little bit into this fragrance, but I'm also going to compare it to some of the other newer releases from Yves Saint Laurent as well. So Libre was released, I want to say like a month or two ago. It's one of the newer, if not the newest release for women from YSL. And it is a fragrance that I find to be really unique and special within the house of YSL. And I'm just going to be calling it YSL as we go on. So there's a lot of different notes in this fragrance. Very notably, there's lavender, orange blossom, and musk. But you also have a little bit of petitgrain in there, black currants, ambergris, and vanilla. This is one of the scents that I don't find to be very polarizing, but it's not going to be for everybody, and I'll get into why. I find this scent to be something that is really beautiful and has a lot of different layers to it, and those layers I find to be really fascinating. So for me particularly, when I first sampled this fragrance on my skin, it smelled overwhelmingly powdery, but on other people I've smelled it on, it doesn't smell powdery, so I kind of thought that was really interesting. And then as it kind of warmed up on my skin, it got a little bit soapy, very clean, and a little bit fruity. So you've got the black currant, there's also Mandarin in there, mixed with the orange blossom and the musk accord. It kind of created this kind of like soapy, clean, really fruity scent that I really, really liked. As it dried down on my skin more to where it completely dried down, the lavender came out more, and that's when this fragrance really kind of took on a life of its own. And it's a scent that I've just been gravitating towards and loving a lot, because that lavender, I think that kind of like aromatic floral note really plays a huge part in how this fragrance, I think, just kind of develops and the story that it tells on your skin. So initially when I first put it on my skin, that powdery note I really liked. I do really like powdery fragrances. And then when it became more of like that soapy, clean scent, again from all those florals and that musk, I liked it, but I didn't love it. But I did try this on my skin and I wore it around before I went back and decided to purchase it. But after about 15 to 20 minutes when that lavender came out, I really liked how the lavender tied everything together. And I think it was a very smart choice because of that kind of clean scent that it had. Lavender, I think, is a good aromatic floral to use because a lot of people smell it in soaps, smell it in like fine bath products, and it's not something that's disjointed or weird. It kind of tied everything together and elevated it in a way that I really liked. This kitty, good Lord, she's right here again. This little girl right here, this girl, holy crap, she is all over the place. The lavender really elevated it to a place that I thought made it a really beautiful and wearable scent. So this doesn't smell like anything within recent years that Saint Laurent has did, and I kind of wanted to get into that But first, let's get into the performance. So the performance of the scent is pretty spectacular, at least on my skin. I get about 6 to 8 hours of wear, and it has moderate production and a little bit of a sillage. I do find this scent to be a little heavy on the florals. If you like that kind of stuff, this is going to be an amazing scent for you, but I probably would be very cautious wearing this in a professional environment. If there's people that you work with that are sensitive to scents, because it does have a little bit more of a projection, and it is kind of like that, like heavy on the floral and aromatic fragrance, and some people have real issues with those. So comparing this to Saint Laurent's other scents, and I'm going to be comparing it specifically to Mon Paris and to Black Opium. Both of those scents are like completely two different sides of the spectrum. So you have Mon Paris, which in my opinion is kind of like this fruity floral smorgasbord, this feast of a fragrance in regards to sparkly and light and fun, and I absolutely love it. And on the other end, you're going to have your Black Opium, which is kind of more of an indulgent, rich, kind of coffee, floral, just very decadent, nighttime sexy, sultry scent. They're both completely different opposite ends of the spectrum in regards to composition and where you'd wear it, and one person can like one and hate the other and vice versa. And you would think that Libre and me talking about these two different sides would fit in the middle, but it doesn't. It actually fits on its own spectrum way back here. And I find that to be really fascinating. Because if you hear about me ever not complaining, but talking about and describing scents as being soapy and clean, I'm talking about scents that smell like bath soap. And a lot of times when you see popular bath soaps, you see things with a lot of florals, a lot of mixed florals, things with freesia, things with lavender. In our mind, because we're so used to smelling bath soaps and hand soaps and body lotions that have those notes in it, we immediately, our mind goes to this fragrance smells like soap. And in a lot of cases, that's really awesome because it usually means you smell fresh, you smell clean, you smell complimentary. It's a really good way to smell. It's in no way a negative. But for me personally, when it comes down to designer scents or niche scents, smelling that way to me can make it smell cheap. It can smell like something that doesn't smell like a $100 bottle, $300 bottle, $500 bottle. It smells like something that you can pick up as a body mist on sale at Bath & Body Works and smell really, really good and probably get a lot of compliments because you smell really nice. And that's where this one falls into. This one kind of, in my mind, on my skin, falls into that kind of bath soap category way over here. But the thing is that lavender, to me, elevates it enough and makes it smell like a really beautiful designer scent that smells fresh and clean without being stereotypically a fresh, clean scent. Those florals, that musk, that vanilla, that petitgrain, all that stuff comes together to create a scent that smells like a very luxurious, expensive hand soap, something you'd probably buy from Harrods or Barney's, you know, or Neiman Marcus, something you'd probably spend way too much money on, but you wanted to treat yourself because it smelled amazing. That's, to me, what this scent smells like. It smells fresh, it smells floral, it definitely smells clean in that regard, so kind of like that soapy quality again, because a lot of the notes in this fragrance are very reminiscent of soaps and they're very strong and they're very predominant. And initially on my skin, the powderiness I loved, but when the powderiness went away, and again, the powderiness isn't on everybody, I was left with this initial kind of clean, I was smelling it, I was like, well, this smells really nice, but am I gonna pay $100 for a bottle of this? Probably not. But when the lavender came out a little bit more and it became more predominant, it tied everything together and it smelled really attractive and complimentary on my skin. And that's when I decided to pick up a bottle of this because I really, really loved it. And I don't wear that many crazy scents when I'm at work. This is a scent I wear when I go to work and I do get a lot of compliments on it. So I can say that this is a scent that I have been complimented on. This is a scent that I find to be very attractive and pretty. It is on the stronger side regards to floral, so do be very careful where you wear this in a professional setting. Where I work, it is appropriate for me to wear this. But it is not something that I think is groundbreaking or new from Saint Laurent, but it is a different type of scent than I've smelled from them as well, because it doesn't smell like opium, it doesn't smell like baby doll, it doesn't smell like Paris. To me, it doesn't smell like Montprix or the flankers of Montprix. It definitely doesn't smell like black opium or the flankers to black opium. I'm actually kind of really excited to see where Saint Laurent is going to go in this kind of genre of scents, which is like a clean, fresh, but still very heavy on the floral fragrance. And it is something that I have been enjoying wearing a lot. But the composition of this is not going to be for everyone, so definitely sample this first. Anyway, I'm sorry this review is longer than expected, but I kind of wanted to get a little bit more into it. But anyway, that is my review of Libre from Yves Saint Laurent. I do really love this fragrance. I am happy I purchased a bottle of it. I do wear it and love it. It's not for everyone. Definitely sample it first. And in any case, I'd love to know what you guys think. Have you guys tried this scent? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.